Hello, my name is David Highland. Welcome back to part 2 of my Teachback editor for the Legend of Zelda Classics. So, where we left off so far, sorry, um, we just went over the basics of editing a stage using a little bit of the tiles here. So, if I wanted to build a bush, right there. So, for this tutorial, or for this teach back, we're going to go over how to set up some caves, some enemies, some movable triggers, and setting up a shop. So, as you can tell so far, I just went ahead and created a little area within this entire stage here. So this is where the player is going to be starting. And how I got this whole thing set up. So what I want to do first is preempt my whole thing first. First we go quest up here in the top left corner. Now most of these things contains data that you can put inside your level. For example, rules. You have different types of rules, let's go with combos. Unless you can read off on all these other things here, it'll actually tell the entire world what the player can do and can't. So we made sure that for this tutorial, we made sure that this use warp return points only thing was off. Everything else can be left alone here. So now we want to go back to quest, and we want to go to strings. Now you can create different strings from this thing. This one I just already made I'm pretty sure I covered it in my last tutorial, but for this one, make sure that whenever you're typing things in, you need to make sure that everything is fits into that little box there. Otherwise, that happens. Oh, and you can also connect the strings in case the whole thing gets too long, where you can practically do this, and then you can go to the next in the list. But for now, we just want one character to just read the line here. And here I already made like a string for the shopkeep. Now, in order to set things up here, first of all, make sure that you have your little starting point here. As for this one, make sure that it's always going to be warp tile A, so that when the player exits out of the cave, he's he just shows up right at the starting point of the cave right here, instead of spawning over here. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now what we want to do, go on the screen here. Now this is an important part in case you haven't gotten my message from the other one. Each screen contains their own blueprints. So, for example, this one, the starting point, is its own blueprint itself. So you want to go to screen, and you want to go to guy. Now I have them selected for Abby. If you don't know who it is, it's the guy that gives you the sword in the first Legend of Zelda one. So hit OK. You'll see what? It's better that I do this on another one. Let's see. Cave. There we go. So, let's set this up. Let's go with merchant here. Now you see here non-fairy guy, but string is none. That just means like you have to attach a string to him, which can be done right underneath the screen and go on message string. And you can just click on whatever message string that you want him to say. So now you have this. Now, one thing to do, we want to set up a shop first of all. So go on miscellaneous data and it'll like tell you what to do. For now, go to shop types. I already got one shop set up for here. Now we'll just do this one. So we'll call this shop. Shopping mall. Now what you can do, it can only go up to 3 items at a time, so you can set the pricing. So let's go with 1. Okay, and you can select any items. Let's go with arrow. Oh, you have to just click on the first vowel. So let's say if I click A, or if I type in A, it'll just bring up this list right here over the A sections. If I press E, sorry. Yes, there was no E. There's F, or there's a B. So let's go with bait for 1 ruby. This one could be 20. Heart piece can be 50. So there you go. So let's go on this. Room type. Oh, sorry, I went too fast. So for this one being its own blueprint, you want to go on screen, and pretty much right here tells you guy, who we want to show up, message string, what we want him to say, and room type. So let's see. Shop. Ooh, I think I screwed. Shop type. So right here, there you go. So in case like you start going around the stages, each shop is going to be different from how you have them set up here. Okay, next we want to go to the enemies list. As you can see, I already got it set up. What you want to do is simple enough. Tap E. It'll bring you up a list of the enemies right here that'll show up. Now, only 10 enemies at a time can show up on one screen here. And right now I have like 5 octos running amok here. So if you want to add like a different enemy, just double click on that, and then like you can pick any one. For the purposes, I just chose this simple enemy. Now also take note, in the very right underneath the sprite, you'll see like how much HP and damage this guy nicks off. Now this just means like health like 1 heart per value. So that means this guy has like 4 hearts, and he can practically take off 4 hearts from you. The way that it's done, simple. Just click on edit, and you have the data on the enemy here. So, I was warned for the purposes of this video. Um, do, and I repeat, do not ever mess with this, okay? It will either A, crash the game, B, you'll have to deal with an annoying big enemy in which we don't even know the standard size of it. So just don't touch this part. What you want to worry about is these 3 right here, how much HP it has. So let's go ahead and go with 3. Oh, yeah, 3. This is all on that insert tab. Okay. Homing factor, well, this just practically means how persistent they are in like getting to the avatar you're playing. Halt rate, random rate, step speed. You can control how this person dies, if he shoots, what kind of touch effects you have. For now, we're not gonna worry about all this, but tells you, uh-oh. No, don't want that. Okay. So now we have that. 5 Altaroks going on. If I want to add a new enemy, let's say, no. Nah. I'm not going to be that much of a douche. I'm not going to throw in Ganon in here. Moblin, there we go. So now we have that. I believe that's pretty much it what I have to cover for this one as far as triggers. So let's go ahead, save. For some reason I can't like run these two at the same time. It has to be one at a time. So let's go ahead and do the classics. Okay. So you see here, my first trigger worked out just the way I wanted it to. I have Abby, who already came with the function, and I already have him give me an item here. See, I already warped out here. Now, let's see how the... Yep. Enemies are all good. Shit. Ain't going down. Here, I'll kill all of these guys first. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm working with a very small keypad here, so can't maneuver too much. So now we'll try our shop here. Okay, so we actually have that going on. I only got one ruby from these enemies. And of course, like some of these templates here, like the water stage. Uh, yeah, that's kind of my fault. Ah, that's why I forgot. Movable objects. So, first off, let's see the shop. Okay. Oh, see? I got the thing right there. Just making sure it wasn't spawning off again. Huh. Okay. Uh, don't know why. I think I screwed up somewhere, but enemies aren't spawning again. So, you know what? Skip that. I'm just only going over the tutorial purposes alone. Open. So, uh, yeah, that's one thing I have to clarify with you. Movable objects. So I had these snail-looking bushes here, all set up to where every one of these is stationary, with the exception of this one being the only movable one. And what you have to do is you have to go on Tools and Combo Flags. Pretty much, this just tells. This is another set of triggers, like saying which tile you want it to act as. So for now, let's go with the simple number 2 trigger, push block 4-way trigger. So we have this thing going up to here. Okay. Now you want to hit enter. That's about it. Also keep in mind, um, uh, if you have like an object being pushed over, the whole sprite will move along. So let's just say, for example, I just put in a bush like right here, and then I just set the combo on it. When the player pushes this bush, he'll just get this while the bush is just moved over. What we have to do is go on a, let's see, you go on screen and then you have to do a under combo. What that does is pretty much you're setting what is currently in position right there over to the new one. So that means what's currently the template right now on that little tile, it's going to change into this. So, let's see. Let's try this again. Combo. We want to set it as this. So whenever this thing gets pushed, we'll still have the dirt spot right there. And that's about it for the purposes. Oh, yeah, shit. Let's see. One thing we can do is just for the enemies, we can do a spawn flags. Let's see. Treat as room type, site gravity, warp, view. Well, I haven't gotten that far with the tutorial of this, but well, this should cover how to make a basic world map of the Legend of Zelda stage. Um, well, that's about it. Covers it all. Um, I hope this helps everyone else in creating a stage like this. It's fairly simple. If you want, you can go on their website www.zeldaclassics.com. They're pretty much updating it almost every few months. Their latest update was nearly around last month, but still working conditions. Well, that's about it. Hope this helps everyone.